Raging Justice. Let's go. Alright, so welcome everyone. This is Miguel Casanova, Hawaii's favorite YouTuber. Now, you all know that I did a review for the game Raging Justice, which recently came out on PS4, Steam, Xbox One, and Nintendo Switch. Now, it's basically supposed to be a game that's supposed to bring back that spirit of games that we had back when we had like Streets of Rage, Final Fight, you know, games like that. And it succeeds in more ways than it fails. But I'm just going to be honest, I'm not digging the art style. And this is not me trying to just crap on it for the sake of crapping on it. I'm just saying that for me personally, the art style doesn't do anything whatsoever. And that's something that kind of just bothered me because I look at other games like, for instance, The Takeover, which is really done well in the kind of a realistic type of art style, and it captures that gritty feel of like the streets, like a Streets of Rage type of game or a Final Fight in a more realistic modern setting. Whereas I'm not really sure they were trying to go with the art style when it comes with this game. I mean, as you guys know, like I like myself a beat 'em up. I'm a big fan of Double Dragon. I love Reaver C. Ransom. Like, I grew up in the era of 2D beat 'em ups, but my problem with this game is just it's just the fact that there's no clear direction of what it's trying to be. Like, does it hit all the bells and whistles of what's out there? Yes, but what sets it apart from everything else other than looking kind of like Clay Fighter, you know, with the claymation style look? Is it unique? If you're just looking at it in a still frame, yes, but once you see it in motion, I don't know, when I'm seeing a game in motion, I'm like, yeah, it just doesn't do anything for me. And the thing that I didn't understand is why there was so much hype behind this game. And don't get me wrong, it's not a bad game whatsoever. There are a lot of features I like about it. I like the arrest feature. It's hit or miss, but when it hits, it's cool. When it's a miss, it's really not. But that's just the thing, you know. It's like it's fun. It's just not that fun. If you guys understand what I'm saying, like. I did enjoy my time with it. I mean, it's about 9 to 10 levels. You've got 3 different characters to pick from. You've got your Hagar style character, you've got your Cody or Axel style balanced character, and then you've got your skate kind of character, your guy character, your quick character that really doesn't do a whole lot of damage, can do a whole lot of hits, but ultimately gets that ass waxed if you're not playing it correctly. I mean, it's par for the course. You know, you've got your 3 characters. But for me, just, I don't know. I wasn't feeling the art animation style. I wasn't feeling the character selection. I didn't like the way the main characters looked. Coming off a game like The Takeover, and even more so coming off of a game like Fighting Rage, which you should be playing Fighting Rage. I've been spoiled when it comes to brawlers. Like, this is a decent attempt. Like, if I'm on the go with my Switch, yeah, it's fun. If I'm sitting on the couch with, you know, my wife or a friend or something, they're over, want to play a quick beat 'em up, yeah, I'd sooner play this than Double Dragon 4 or Gekaido, but I don't know, man. Like, this Raging Justice just doesn't do it for me. And then the music, oh my goodness, the music. Yeah, I'm sounding like my friend Amazing Lucas. If you guys haven't checked out Amazing Lucas, definitely go over to his channel and just watch his stuff. He's got the best God of War review I've ever seen and the best Avengers Infinity War review I've ever seen. Back to Raging Justice. And so basically, the music, it is nowhere near on the realm of Yuzo Koshiro from Streets of Rage fame. It's not even close to Final Fight. The music is so boring sounding that it's just like, it does not get me in the mood to want to beat up or just smash some skulls in a video game. It doesn't do anything for me. And not only that, the sound effects, everything just sounds whack. It's just like, I don't know if they're trying to just be funny or what it is. Like, I don't know. It just didn't do it for me. And then the cheapness of the bosses. They'll have this thing where they'll do an attack. Like you run up against the pimp. Yes, there's a pimp in the game. When you go up against the pimp, and before I critique this whole thing, I gotta give a shout out because the when he whistles and calls out his hose, oh my god, that is hilarious the first time I saw that. But okay, so he's got this attack where he just spins around, and you just gotta get to one of the four quadrants of the corners. Because if you don't, then you're just gonna take damage for there's no way you can knock him out of this animation. Whereas in games like Final Fight and Streets of Rage, you could always knock a boss out of an attack pattern like that. But in this one, you can't. You've got to wait for them to do that, to finish their attack animation, and that's something that just doesn't jive with me. Like I didn't like that fact of it, and even then, like after you do so much damage to them, then they'll just, it's like a repelling magnet. They'll just keep going away and away and away from you, and you're like, okay, I guess I can't do any damage to you. You just give up on it, you know? So that to me was just a frustrating aspect, like the balance of the difficulty. The difficulty, I'll just put it that way. To me, it was not well balanced when you got and you got the three different difficulty levels, or three different. So it's easy, normal, and I think tough guy is a hard difficulty. Where easy is so easy that you won't even die. Normal has this weird difficulty spike here and there in the game that's just really unbalanced, and then tough guy, I'm just not trying with that mode. I don't know. The game just didn't do enough for me. I just wasn't feeling the art style, the music, the controls. Now, that's not to say, barring that noise, that's not to say that the controls are entirely bad. I think it's really good. When you double tap up or double tap down, you'll either jump up a plane or jump down a plane of the screen that you're on. Or if you double tap forward, you'll do a shoulder charge or a forward attack. That's cool and all, but I would have rather had a run motion versus just a forward attack. The range when you're pressing punch or kick, aside from the animation, just looks weak. The gameplay, the range of the attack is just not there either. I feel like I'm swatting at air instead of swatting at the enemy, and then they can just cheaply hit you. Like I'm noticing the enemy AI, where they'll just surround you, kind of like what the enemies would do in like Double Dragon, where they do the gang up on you, they surround you. And I understand a lot of people be like, oh, well, Mikkel, that's standard for a brawler. Yeah, but in the sense of this game, it just doesn't work, especially when you have games like The Takeover, and especially Fight and Rage, play it if you haven't, which do it so much better and have such intelligent AI that this is just a miss. I don't like the fact that when I'm punching and kicking, like I said, I'm swatting air. The grab mechanic, you can grab an enemy and then walk away and not even realize that you grabbed the enemy because there's no smooth transition into it. It's just like, I grabbed you and I'm gone. That's just how quickly it comes and goes, and I didn't like that. With enough of me critiquing this game, is it still a buy? Yes, I definitely think it is a buy. Is Casanova improved in the sense of, I still say it's a good game. It's just not the game I wanted. I wanted more. I wanted with The Takeover, which is a game that's still in development, that's still having updates. I played it back when they first announced it and allowed you to buy it on Steam Early Access, even though all the different modifications and tweaks and updates that they've done to that game. The Takeover is a phenomenal game, but for me, I want the ultimate in fighting brawlers, and that is Fight and Rage. That game has spoiled me thoroughly. And there's nothing else that's going to really touch that game for me, at least. Gekaido, I would actually put Gekaido Kentaro's Revenge over Fight and Rage. Nothing's going over Fight and Rage. But I would put Gekaido Kentaro's Revenge over Raging Justice. If I had to pick between which one I'm going to buy with my money, I'm going with Gekaido. that's just my thoughts. I want you guys tell me what you think down in the comments below. If you like what I had to say, cool. Let's get the discussion going. If you dislike what I had to say and you think that I was just shitting all over this game, hey, tell me why down below. And with that being said, thank you guys for watching. I catch y'all in the next one. Deuces wow, too sweet, be the elite. And maybe we'll do more recordings like this in my bathroom because apparently this is the quietest place that I have to record. So, progress? Catch you on the next one.